What's up, millionaires in the making? Welcome back to another episode of the MITM Podcast, where we unlock success daily by journeying through the 6 pillars. I'm your host, Tye Aarons, and today we're talking about how momentum comes from simplicity. Keep it simple, stupid. With that being said, run my intro.
Caught up in them bright lights, lusting for shiny things that's golden. Everything ain't always what it seems, that it's soaking. Chasing my dreams, coming apart at my seams. Best believe that the money is the motive.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the MITM Podcast. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Such a simple... The saying itself is so simple. A lot of people don't realize that their momentum comes from simplicity. The second that you complicate it, oh man, things start to slow down. Now, there's certain things that are complicated, or maybe things may seem complicated to some and simple to others, but you want to keep things as simple as you can for yourself so you can keep moving forward with some speed, baby. Now, simplicity reduces decision friction. Complex systems slow people down. When choices are complicated or unclear, the brain delays action and avoids the task entirely. Research in behavioral science shows that reducing friction increases follow-through. The easier a behavior is to execute, the more likely it is to be repeated consistently. Simple financial systems like automating your savings, clear spending categories, straightforward rules remove friction and allow behavior to continue smoothly. Hey, simple workouts. Get the Release the Beast fitness app. Open it up. Follow what's inside of it. Don't think about it too much. It makes it easier to show up at the gym and get your workouts in. Heck, the way that I even have this podcast set up, I try to remove as many barriers as possible. So I have a setup that is forever on my desk and I can just press record, right? Every time that I try to make it more complicated, every time I'm like, hey, maybe I should do more video podcasts for you guys because I know y'all love to see my smiling face. It's just too complicated. And then I end up not doing a podcast for 3 weeks. Momentum starts when the path forward is easy to execute. This is why you just got to keep it simple, stupid. Simple systems increase your consistency. Consistency drives progress. But consistency becomes difficult when systems are overly complex. Habit research shows that behaviors with fewer steps and clearer triggers are far more likely to be repeated over time. Simplicity lowers the barriers to repetition, whereas complex strategies often collapse under real-world stress. Simple systems survive it. Momentum grows from repeated execution. You just got to do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. Here's another thing. Simplicity reduces your cognitive load. When any strategy you're working on involves too many moving parts, they require constant attention and mental effort. Decision science shows that excessive complexity drains your cognitive resources and increases the likelihood of mistakes or abandonment. Simple structures free mental bandwidth for higher level decisions. Like less mental clutter you have means more sustained progress. Have you ever wondered why, and you guys probably already seen this online, how all of these billionaires are rich ass motherfuckers, they wear the same clothes every day. It wasn't until years and years later that Mark Zuckerberg started trying to step up his swag, and I think it's only because he realized how many people don't like him and he's trying to increase his public image. But he had a uniform for so many years. Steve Jobs' uniform for so many years. Heck, I decided I'm going to have a uniform. It's very simple. Black pants, black shirt, some sort of gold accents. Maybe sometimes a gold shirt. Who knows? But it takes away, like I have like 10 of the same shirts and like 10 of the same pants. I don't want to think about, oh, I'm going to pair this with that with this. I don't want to think about that. You know, it's too much. It doesn't make any sense. It adds to the complexity. It's unnecessary. Like I was saying, this podcast, I have a very quick system that just works. Now, simple feedback loops also accelerate your learning. Progress improves when individuals receive clear and frequent feedback. Complicated systems obscure feedback because outcomes become difficult to track. Simple systems make sure results are visible. When you use the Release the Beast fitness app, at the end of every workout, it tells you your progress. You did this much volume, or you did this much weight, or you did this many more reps. Super simple. Very simple to actually see and continue to win over and over and over again. To keep on saying, I see growth, I see progress. And it's because the patterns that I've been putting in, like I'm showing up 3 times a week. I'm eating this way, I'm eating that way. I feel myself getting stronger. I see myself getting stronger. This clear feedback encourages continued engagement. Momentum grows when progress is easy to see. And simplicity supports long-term sustainability. Many strategies fail. And it's not because they aren't ineffective, but because they're too difficult to maintain. Think about it. When the last time you tried to implement a new financial strategy that you watched on YouTube and someone's like, hey man, this is the greatest financial thing that you could ever do. You got to go try it out. You tried it, but you're like, oh man, I got to do this spreadsheet and that spreadsheet. Like I'm guilty of this. I have systems that work for me, but for other people, they're complicated. This is why I had to learn how to simplify it. Or I just say, I will do it for you. That's a great system. Have someone else do it for you. Yeah, I have a cleaner that comes once a week. The best system ever. She comes, she cleans, I pay. It's great. I don't have to think about cleaning my house. Very sustainable system. Because research in behavioral change shows that sustainable systems prioritize ease of execution rather than theoretical optimization. Simple strategies survives life's disruptions, the stresses that come on, the changing in circumstances. Momentum depends on durability. Now, here are the core things that I want you to remember, okay? Complexity slows action. Say it with me. Complexity slows your actions. Simplicity sustains your actions, okay? Keep it simple, stupid. Or keep it stupid simple. I don't know which one you want, but you can take both of them, all right? The simpler it is, the easier it will be for you to win. Slow action breaks momentum. If you were trying to ride a bike and you're just pedaling very slowly, guess what? You're about to drop and fall. You gotta pedal fast and get that momentum. Once you get momentum, you can coast. You could be riding hands-free, pedaling once in a while, and just keeping it going. But when you have to start, you gotta move fast. Okay? Repeated actions build momentum. Momentum does not come from complexity. It comes from a system or systems that are easy to continue. All right? Keep moving. Keep moving faster and faster and faster than you thought was necessary. You need to move faster now than you ever did before. All right, guys? Whether it's your fitness, your finance, the lifestyle you want to get to, the lifestyle you want to build, you got to move faster. Get some speed behind you, baby. Now that wraps up today's episode of the MITM Podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed today's session. I hope that y'all find aspects of your life that you can simplify, get some momentum in. And with that being said, I will see you tomorrow. Peace.